Right now on Sunrise, 2 people found dead inside of an Apopka store. We are live with why police say it's still unclear about what happened then.
It's very likely that he has been criminally charged in the federal system.
The teenage stepbrother of Anna Kepner appears in federal court. We talked to an attorney about what likely happened in that courtroom.
WESH 2 News starts now with breaking news.
And we continue to follow breaking news in Marion County. Deputies said they found 4 people dead inside of an Ocala home. 2 of those victims are kids. Deputies found them at a home on Banyan Trackway. This is near Southeast 58th Street and Banyan Road. Right now, investigators are still trying to learn how they died, though the department did call their deaths suspicious. I spoke directly with the sheriff's office. They tell me there is no threat to this community. As investigators work to get answers, we will keep checking for updates. We'll bring you the latest right here on WESH 2 and online at wesh.com. Right now, let's give you a live look over at Disney Springs in the tourist district, where it is 54 degrees. Yes, it may be a little chilly, but it is perfect if you are heading to our parks. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Christina Watkins here with First Warning meteorologist Cam Tran. Cam, compared to what we had last weekend, people going to our theme parks are going to love the forecast this weekend.
Wonderful outdoor friendly forecast this weekend and a lot warmer than where we were yesterday for sure. Compared to yesterday morning when we were down in the 20s and 30s, this morning feels great. Time now 7:01 and most of us are in the low 50s as we kick off the weekend. We're at 50 right now in Ocala. Good morning, Deland. You're also at 50, 51 in Wildwood, while folks along the coast there in Daytona Beach, upper 40s to kick off your Saturday. We will see high temperatures later today climb into the upper 60s this afternoon. We do have a weak cold front that's going to be moving through, and that's going to shift our winds later today out of the northeast. So that's going to keep our coastlines a little bit cooler out. Highs will mostly be in the middle to low 60s for our beachline spots, while inland areas just a tad warmer. Highs in the upper 60s this afternoon. We're also waking up to a little bit of fog and some mist mostly to the west. Otherwise, fog is not an issue at all on this Saturday morning. And as we take a look at your satellite and radar out there, we're showing a beautiful sunrise shot and clear skies and dry conditions for today. So hopefully you make some plans to get outside. Lots of sunshine. It's going to be a comfortable day to get outside. We will see a light breeze out of the northeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour, although it's going to be a little stronger for coastline spots. Could see occasional gusts as strong as 20 miles per hour at times. Otherwise, it's going to be a fantastic day to get outside. No rain in sight for this upcoming weekend at all. Christina.
Developing this morning, an investigation is now underway into how 2 people died in Apopka. That call led to a heavy police presence last night. WESH 2's Spencer Tracy is digging into what we know right now.
Christina, there is a lot of unanswered questions regarding this incident. That's why we're here at the police department working to get information for you. And we know that this convenience store is only a couple minutes away from the police department. I want to bring you to our video last night that our cameras captured. Now, where this convenience store is, it's on West Michael Gladden Boulevard. And we know that this happened just before 9 o'clock last night. Our cameras, like I said, captured over a dozen Apopka police officers at the scene, and they secured the area as detectives worked to gather evidence. When officers went inside last night, they say they found 2 people dead. Right now, detectives are simply saying they're not sure if this incident is a homicide or a possible murder-suicide. Police have not released any other details about what happened inside the store, and identities are being withheld as they work to notify next of kin. Now, detectives say there is no ongoing threat to the public. They say if you know anything or were at that convenience store last night, you're asked to give them a call or, of course, submit an anonymous tip to Crime Line. I'm covering Orange County in Apopka. Spencer Tracy, WESH 2 News.
Questions remain this morning in the latest chapter in the death of a Titusville teenager. Cameras caught Anna Kepner's stepbrother leaving a federal courthouse in Miami yesterday. You'll remember Kepner died on a cruise ship last November. And to this day, the FBI still isn't saying if anyone is charged in her death. But we do know they named her 16-year-old stepbrother as a suspect. That information is based on divorce court documents. WESH 2's Gail Pascal Brown talked to an attorney unrelated to this case about what may have happened in court.
Can you tell us the status of his release terms?
Not a word from Anna Kepner's stepbrother nor his attorney as he left federal court in Miami Friday.
Can you tell us your name, ma'am, just who his counsel is?
Kepner's stepbrother, who's not being named because of his age, is 16 years old, and he kept his head down. The teenager appeared before a federal magistrate in Miami during a closed court hearing. Anna Kepner was found dead on a Carnival cruise ship on November 7th. Court documents filed under the Family Law Division had the words suspected murder in it. Court records say Kepner was found asphyxiated under a bed on the ship during a family vacation, and she was sharing the room with her stepbrother.
Any comment on the case?
Though it's unclear what happened in Friday's hearing, veteran criminal defense attorney Ryan Vecchio with Nijame Law says,
Well, it's very likely that he has been criminally charged in the federal system. All those under the age of 18 start as juvenile delinquents, which means the proceedings are closed, the courtroom is closed, and we're not going to see any paperwork on the docket at this point.
Our partners at NBC South Florida in Miami also said the teen went into a probation office where defendants are usually processed for pretrial release.
He could be charged with any crime of violence, anywhere from tampering with evidence all the way through premeditated homicide at this point. Because he's a juvenile, we're not going to have access to the filing documents or the court file.
He also says in federal court, juveniles have closed-door proceedings and their court files sealed.
Even more, no matter how heinous the crime, under federal law, juveniles who are found to be delinquent can only be sentenced up until their 21st birthday, even for a homicide.
Do you think that they're going to prosecute him as an adult? Do you think they'll try him as an adult?
Given the facts of this case, the brutal nature of her death and the cover-up that was involved, I think it's likely that ultimately the government will proceed as an adult in this prosecution.
Gail Pascal Brown, WESH 2 News.
A lot of questions in that case there. It is 7:07 now. The man accused of threatening a judge and DCF workers is set to go to court this morning in Volusia County, and the sheriff has some strong words for him.
Tyler, did you enjoy your trip?
No, because I know it wasn't me.
It wasn't you, huh? You didn't send those threatening emails to the judge and DCF?
No, sir.
You see Sheriff Mike Chitwood there greeting 30-year-old Tyler Stinnett when he got in town from Tennessee. Stinnett is accused of sending threatening emails saying he would plant bombs and poison government workers. Sheriff Chitwood even invited the judge to welcome him.
I had just spoken to the judge. I said, hey, I don't know if you want to come over to meet him. You know, it might be good for you. And she said, no thanks, it's my birthday. Knowing that I won't be getting more emails and threats from him, you made my birthday.
And Stinnett is still in jail on no bond. A man on the run for more than 20 years accused of a deadly drunk driving crash is now in the Orange County jail after living in Canada. Police arrested 52-year-old Patrick Lutz Jr. at the Orlando International Airport this week. He is charged in a crash that killed 2 teens on Christmas Day in 1998. Canadian court documents reveal Lutz lived a double life using the name Pat Lighthelp. U.S. Marshals extradited him from Toronto on an outstanding warrant. Right now, the FBI is investigating a new message in Nancy Guthrie's disappearance as investigators are still searching for any clues at her Arizona home. It's been nearly a week now since the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie went missing. 3 news stations in Arizona said they got that note yesterday. The FBI is working to confirm if it came from the same sender as the first alleged ransom note, which still isn't verified to be real. Yesterday, the Pima County Sheriff said he believes Guthrie is still alive. It is 7:09. Knowing what to do in any emergency can really save a life. And today, for American Heart Month, you can get free CPR training to respond effectively in a life-threatening situation. The Orange County Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, My Sorors, they are hosting the training in partnership with Advent Health. It is from 10 to 1 at the Eatonville Boys and Girls Club. It is free. Also today, thousands will gather in Baldwin Park for the Out of the Darkness Walk in Orlando for suicide prevention and awareness. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention hopes to raise $145,000 for critical resources to support people struggling right here at home. I'm so honored to serve as the MC for the 4th year. Check-in starts at 1 this afternoon before the walk begins at 2. Always an emotional and an important time, and we are so glad the weather will bring us a little sunshine as we reflect and bring awareness today. Cam, no matter what you do this weekend, it's perfect.
That's right. We are looking at gorgeous weather both today and tomorrow. So picture perfect winter forecast this weekend. Bright sunshine this afternoon with a high temperature of 69. It's going to be another chilly start for Sunday morning, but once we get through that winter blast in the morning, it's going to be perfect weather in the afternoon with a high of 70 degrees. So whether it's heading out for the walk this afternoon or maybe you've got some plans outdoors for Super Bowl Sunday, weather-wise, it's looking great. Unfortunately, one thing that's not looking great, our drought monitor. Our newest one was just released a few days ago, and you see more areas under the red, which indicates extreme drought. Pretty much all of Central Florida is either seeing abnormally dry conditions or extreme drought conditions, so which is not good. I know it's our dry season, but we definitely don't want the fire danger risk to go up. So that's why a couple counties have enlisted burn bans now, and that includes newly added Flagler County as well as Sumter counties, as well as Polk County's Orange County. That is year-round. Back to you, Christina.
The Olympic Games are underway, and for one family in Ocala, the opening ceremony was an emotional experience.
And to be picked by your peers, I'm a crier.
And we're criers too. How Erin Jackson's family celebrated her big moment in Italy, all the way back here in Central Florida.